Get started in your comfortable seat, allowing your hips to settle, your spine to lift tall, your shoulders to release. Just finding a space where you can breathe. And taking some time to begin to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. And taking one deep, clearing breath here. Full, deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Your next inhale, letting your arms sweep high overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, we're going to side bend towards the right, letting your right hand come down beside you, your left arm beginning to reach overhead. Allowing your chest to roll open, your outer left hip to draw down towards your mat. And finding your full deep breaths in and out. Just one more breath here. Deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. As you exhale, we're going to find that bend towards the other side. Your left hand coming down, right hand reaching overhead. And letting the chest open up, your outer right hip to draw down. One more breath here, that deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. Then releasing your hands behind your back about a foot or so. Find a heart opener here. Taking a big shoulder roll, allowing your chest to begin to lift up. Shoulder blades towards each other and down your back. Taking your head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. Letting your breaths lift through your heart center, the chest. Your deep breaths in and out. Just one more deep breath in and out. And gently to release your shoulders, coming back through center. We're going to find our forward fold from here. If you want to switch up the cross of your legs, now's a nice time to find that. Letting your arms start to walk out long. And finding that space where your head and neck can release, your arms and shoulders can let go. That place where the weight of your upper body is what draws you deeper. Just one more breath in And out. As you inhale, slowly rising back up. We're going to make your way into your tabletop on your hands and your knees. You can rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. And taking any movement or motion that might feel good here. So maybe some hip sways or circles, or some cat-cows. Exploring how your hips, shoulders, and spine are feeling this morning. And taking another breath or two to even out your movements before finding our neutral tabletop. Going to work into our balancing table this afternoon, wherever you might be. So initially letting your right leg begin to extend behind you, keeping your toes on the ground for now. Beginning to press into your right heel, opening up to the back of that right leg. Allowing your body to prepare to find this stabilization, this balance. Letting your navel draw in and up. Maybe the left fingertips begin to walk out long. You let the right foot begin to float. Maybe the left hand floats. Reaching long through your heel and your fingertips. And letting your breath find your balance. The deep breaths in. And out. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, releasing the left hand and your right knee. Taking any counter movement before we move over onto the other side. Let your left leg extend behind you, or whatever leg you haven't done yet. Toes staying on the ground, pressing through the back of that left leg through your heel. And preparing for this side, navel drawing in and up. Maybe that right arm starts to walk out long. Maybe the foot floats. Maybe your right hand floats. And finding your length. And finding your breath. One more deep breath in. And out. Letting that right hand to release, the left knee to release. Any counter movement with your hips, your spine. And we're going to find your downward facing dog, letting your toes curl, hips pressing up and back. You can find a pedal of your feet, letting one knee bend, the other leg start to straighten a little bit more. And switching towards the other side. Finding any other movement or motion that would feel good here before finding some stillness. The stillness in your body, a slow, steady breath. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding a gentle forward fold, a soft bend to your knees. Your head and neck to release. You can shake your head yes and no. Shake your head maybe. And taking a slightly deeper bend to your knees. Slowly rolling up to stand. Taking a few big shoulder rolls at the top. Full range of motion in your shoulder joints. Eventually finding our mountain pose, or Tadasana. Your Toe mounds can touch or your feet be a little bit wider, hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. And once more, taking a moment here to breathe. And to notice your breath. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. Full deep breath in. And a full deep breath out. Your next inhale, arms sweeping overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, finding length. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing here for a breath. A deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. Exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift. As you exhale, stepping your right foot back into a low lunge. Right foot stepping all the way back and your right knee coming down onto your mat. Letting your hips begin to draw forward and down. And stay here with your hands on the ground, maybe up to blocks or up to your left knee. Finding that space where you can breathe. And you can be right here, right now. One more deep breath in. And out. Letting your hands come down to frame your left foot. We're going to find our half splits. Letting your hips begin to shift up and back. Maybe that left foot scoots a little more forward. Taking a full deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. If you have tighter hamstrings, or this feels a little bit tighter for you, you can have a little bend to your knees if you need it, or have some blocks under your hands to let the upper body find a little lift. And finding that space to breathe. One more deep breath in. And out. And slowly bending back into your front knee. We're going to find our lizard lunge. Walking your left foot over towards the left side of your mat. Both hands coming inside of that left knee. Your hips continue to draw forward and down. You can stay up on your palms, maybe lowering your blocks to forearms or all the way towards the ground. finding that perfect place for here. Allowing your breath to flow. Your deep breaths in and out. One more deep breath in and out. Rising back up onto your palms. If you're a little bit lower, we're going to move into a twist here. One final space in this shape. Laying the right hand ground onto your mat or a block. Left hand coming towards your left knee. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And as you exhale to find your twist. You can keep your hand on the knee, maybe opening up towards the ceiling. If you're feeling adventurous this morning, maybe bending into that right leg, reaching back for the right foot. But wherever you are, still letting your hips continue to draw forward and down. You have your back foot gently to release. Letting your left hand come down. And letting your hips begin to shift up and back and stepping that left knee to meet your right. No fancy transitions. Taking any movement or motion that might feel good or be needed right here. Maybe some circles or a child's pose. And then eventually we're going to meet in your downward facing dog, curling your toes and pressing your hips up and back. And staying right here, we're going to go through a little flow this morning. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank, the top of a push-up. As you exhale, chaturanga or your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, letting your heart lift. As you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding another soft forward fold, a gentle fold. That soft bend to your knees, head and neck to release. Taking a slightly deeper bend to your knees, rolling up to stand once more. Another big shoulder roll at the top. Your next inhale, letting your arms sweep overhead to reach tall. You exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to a half lift, finding length. As you exhale, grounding into your hands and stepping your left foot back for your low lunge on this side. Left foot stepping back, coming down onto your left knee. Letting your hips begin to draw forward and down. You can stay here with your hands on the ground, maybe to blocks or up to the right knee. Finding your breath for here. Your full deep breaths in. And your full deep breaths out. One more deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your front foot. We're going to find our half splits, hips shifting up and back. Maybe that right foot scooches a little bit more forward. Finding a deep breath in to reach long, and as you exhale to find your fold. This side might feel a whole lot different from the other side, and that's okay. Finding that space and a breath that allows you to be where you need to be for this side. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly rising up and bending back into your front knee. We're going to find our lizard lunge on this side, walking your right foot over towards the right, both hands inside of that right leg. Letting your hips begin to draw forward and down. And staying up on your palms. You can come to your forearms on blocks or the ground. Find that perfect space for right here. One more full deep breath in and out. And coming back onto your palms, we're going to move into our twist on this side. Letting your left hand ground to your mat or a block, right hand coming towards your right knee. Taking a breath in to find your length, and as you exhale to find your twist. Maybe the hand stays on your knee or opening up towards the ceiling. If you did so on the other side, maybe bending into your left knee, reaching back for your foot. Still allowing your hips to draw forward and down. One more deep breath in and out. Gently to release that left foot. If you have it, right hand coming back down to your mat. Allowing your hips to begin to shift up and back enough to step that right knee to meet your left. And taking some big hip circles of your hips around your knees. Starting in one direction. If it would feel good, maybe pausing in a soft cobra with your hips drawing forward, chest opening up. Then moving in those hip circles in the other direction. And eventually we're going to meet in your child's pose. Letting your toe mounds come to touch. Your knees can be together or a little wider apart. Hips drawing towards your heels, head and neck to release down. And finding a space where you can breathe and you can let go. Whether that's here in the child's pose or any other space that might feel a little more comfortable for you. Just one more breath wherever you are. A deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, slowly rising up. We're going to make your way into a seat, however you'd like to get there. You can swing your feet around or sit over your shins and feet. Initially, letting your feet come nice and wide on your mat and finding a little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. We're going to move into your bound angle, your Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, heels as tight towards your hips as feels okay in your hips and knees. Taking a deep breath in to find length through your spine. And as you exhale, maybe a light lean forward, thinking about your belly button drawing towards your toes. Maybe a fold forward. Letting your legs stay active and strong. Thinking about your knees pressing out and down. One more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up. Letting your feet scoot a little bit further out in front of you, a nice wide diamond shape. So about the same distance from heels to groin as from knee to knee. Taking another deep breath in to find your length. And as you exhale to fold. Imagining your forehead resting on the soles of your feet. One more breath here. A full deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising back up. Letting your legs scooch all the way out long in front of you, or seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Your feet can be together, hip width, or a little bit wider. Straight leg or a slight bend to your knees. Taking a deep breath in to find length through your spine, finding that tilt forward in your hips. Your belly button drawing towards your knees, your toes. Staying right here, maybe folding in. If your knees are bent, maybe letting them straighten out just a little bit more. wherever you end up. Allowing your head and neck to release just that little bit more. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up. Now we're going to make your way all the way onto your back. You can scooch forward or move anything out of the way that you need from behind you. And slowly coming all the way down and letting your knees come into your chest with you. You can give yourself a nice big squeeze or finding some circles of your knees around your hips, together or independently. And staying here, finding your happy baby. Letting your knees draw towards your armpits, your feet up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, your ankles, maybe your feet. Letting your knees come back into your chest. We're going to move into a reclined twist, letting your knees come over towards the left side of your body. You're welcome to keep your knees stacked together. Take any other leg variation here that might be in your practice. Maybe that bottom leg extending towards the front of your mat. And allowing yourself to begin to release and let go. Preparing for your Shavasana. One more deep breath in. And out. Slowly coming back through center. Pausing here to realign your hips, your spine. And then we're going to move right on over to the other side. And finding that same variation of your twist on this side. And allowing yourself to begin to settle, to release and breathe. Coming back through center. Taking any final movements or motions you might need before finding your Shavasana, your final relaxation. You can extend your legs out long, arms by your sides, or finding any other space that feels most comfortable for you. Whatever that looks like, however much space that takes up. Finding that place where you can let your body completely release and let go. Allowing your breath to begin to slow as well. And taking one final clearing breath here. A full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Letting everything go. beginning to deepen your inhalations and your exhalations. Allowing with each breath life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back into your head and neck. With your next inhale, letting your arms reach long overhead for a deep stretch. And as you exhale, hugging your knees in towards your chest. And pausing for one final clearing breath. Full deep breath in and out. And eventually making your way back up into a comfortable seat. There's no rush to get there. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.